We got the Home and Garden Show, the KHTS Home and Garden Show coming up again this year. A big popular hit at the Hyatt Regency Valencia every year. This will be April 25th and 26th. So if you're a homeowner, you're thinking of owning a home, you want to know perhaps what you can do to improve your home's value, or even just from the aesthetic quality of going home and going, man, that looks really cool. I'm glad I did that. There are all kinds of vendors from the Santa Clarita Valley that will be there. And one of those vendors will be Surfaces USA here in Santa Clarita. Jen, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I am great. So when we talk about surfaces, we're talking about counters, we're talking about flooring, we're even talking about, in some cases, your walls, correct?
Absolutely. More and more today, we're seeing actual wall tiles done. It's a fun phenomenon. We can put tile just about anywhere.
And we're talking about the good stuff. We're not talking about, linoleum. We're talking about the things that will really, really enhance the value and, of course, the aesthetic and beauty of your home.
Absolutely. We're talking good quality porcelain. We're talking natural stone. And the technology is so different nowadays when we look at porcelains or even ceramics. Most of our porcelains, if we look at like the wood planks, which are extremely popular right now, they're all done with high-def printers. So it's so natural and so realistic that you can't tell until you actually touch them a lot of the times that it's not hardwoods.
Right. And even still durable and long-lasting.
Very durable, wears very well. Probably wearing better now than it was 5-10 years ago as far as just the overall durability of porcelain.
And that's important, too, because, we talk about a lot of homes out here in Santa Clarita. I mean, any home, whether it's a one-bedroom condo up to your estates out there in Sand Canyon and beyond, can benefit from this, because when you're talking about whether it's a short-term or long-term investment, you're still looking at the regular improvement of the home on the inside. Well, of course, the outside too, but especially, like I said, the aesthetic. There's nothing more fun than when you have something done to your home and you can just go, isn't that cool? And you bring friends over and go,
absolutely. You want that wow factor, and you want people to come in. You want to be proud of it. You invest a lot of your money. You spend a lot of your time there. You want it to be your sanctuary. So why not enjoy what you have, and why not have that wow factor? And we're happy to help bring that dream to fruition, or that vision to fruition. If you know what you want, but you don't know how to quite get there, that's what we're great at.
So what's the first step? Okay, I've heard of Surfaces USA. I'm looking at this horrible, outdated 1960s tile and this weird high-low shag that I don't want here anymore. I'd like to change it out with something else. What's the first step they would do?
You need to come down and see us. Come down to our showroom. We're located in Castaic. We're right off the 5 freeway. We have a great showroom. We don't look like much from outside, but when you walk in, it's a full design center, and it is gorgeous.
Speaking of wow factor. Exactly. And you also have your website. It is surfacesusa.com/Castaic.
Yes.
And it will also show a design gallery and all kinds of great stuff and collections and all the other most wonderful things that you guys have to offer. So let's talk a little bit about this, though. And we're talking about installation, easygoing, nothing really major.
No, we actually do it all. We try and make it as painless and stressless for the homeowner as possible.
That's the big thing, is making sure, especially when you have one place you can go and get it done. There's no subcontracting, right?
Exactly. We have our own crews, and I try and look at it. I wouldn't have any crews in anybody else's home that I wouldn't have in my home. So it's a very personal thing to be invited into someone's home to do any sort of work. So we try and work with utmost respect. So we make sure our guys cover everything that needs to be covered. We will do as little as much as possible, whether you need an entire process done from demolition to fabrication to installation for your countertops. We can coordinate all of that. If you need a plumber to come in and reset the sink, we can do that. We try and make it a one-stop shop, so we're not having several different trades and there's one person to be held accountable and oversee everything.
That's perfect, because again, there are certain times that people think, okay, well, I'm going to go with this guy because he really lowballed the bid, but then it turns into a huge nightmare. And even I've known people who have had really, really bad problems and even lawsuits and everything down the road on that. Nobody wants that. All I wanted was some nice floors,
Right, and it's hard. I mean, we're doing rip-outs right now. I have 2 flooring jobs that we're doing rip-outs on that were, one, not the best quality materials, but it was just a poor installation, especially, again, when we go back to these wood planks. It is really imperative to have a good quality material, and it's mostly imperative to have a good installer who knows what he's doing, how to set it, who can follow the directions that the manufacturer specifies and get it in there the right way so it's only done once.
And no warps, no gaps, those wonderful little gaps. Exactly.
Yep.
So again, Surfaces USA, located in Castaic. Their showroom is actually at 30629 The Old Road in Castaic. Number you can call, 775-9404. And of course, surfacesusa.com/Castaic. Jen Brown, thanks for stopping by.
Thank you so much for having me.
Always a pleasure, and we'll see you at the Home and Garden Show.
Yes, we'll be there.
The Santa Clarita, KHTS Santa Clarita Home and Garden Show coming up April 25th and 26th is a really good opportunity for you to meet a lot of the home improvement vendors here in the Santa Clarita Valley, including Surfaces USA. Jen Brown, good morning.
Good morning.
Now, we were talking off the air about how bad I am trying to install my own things, and I have these lofty goals and ambitions until I really think about what it takes to install, especially custom flooring or things like wood planks or even,
Absolutely.
What am I thinking of? I don't want to say veneers. That's not what I'm thinking of. But the laminates and things
Right,
like that,
right.
or tile especially, because I've never been great at math anyway. So trying to measure everything out and making sure that it all fits without looking like someone with all thumbs did it.
Right.
And that's when I start thinking it's really important to hire someone who's got the
Absolutely.
experience and the qualification and the know-how, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, there's so much that goes into it. And people ask us all the time, why is it so much money for this? There's a lot of work that goes into making sure your slab that's all sorts of uneven is nice and even and your tiles laid flat so you don't catch a toe on the edge of a tile. You don't walk in and look like, my 3-year-old did it. There's so much that goes into it, and it's so important to have a good installer, good materials. But yeah, the bigger projects really should be left to the professionals, and that's what we're here to do, and we love to help.
Exactly. Newsflash, not all floors are flat and even.
No.
For sure. And that's true, though. And even, like I said, measuring things out, making sure there are no gaps at the edge, because, especially when we're talking about home value, that looks funky if you're going to sell your home ever. And there's also not only the dangers, but things that can get under there, too.
Oh, yeah.
And so making sure that it's all even. And talking, too, I had a friend some years back who redid his own floors, or at least took the tile off and blistered his hands
Yes.
from removing tile.
Yep.
And that you got to think about that. Or if you're going to do something to your wall, the lifting, and are you really ready for all that sort of stuff? I mean,
Yeah.
we overlook the ideas. These home improvement shows make it look so easy, don't they?
They do. And, they're great for ideas, but it's such a false sense of reality when it comes to what goes into an installation, what goes into even planning and budgeting. We also talked about, the cost of labor is really never included in those shows. But yeah, when it comes to getting ready to do a project, please really consider seeking out professional help before you actually go in and do it. There's so many different ways to do things. If you want longevity, there's a right way and a wrong way, and usually the professionals are going to do it the right way. And usually as homeowners, we're going to do things a little bit less up to par.
Exactly. And unless you've got that skill and experience, and you're talking about the larger projects. I mean, even like we were talking about countertops. That's
Yep.
That's not an easy thing. I can't fathom taking one off, especially putting one on.
Right.
Myself, and those things, and bathrooms and stuff like that. All the things that Surfaces USA covers. Surfaces, get it? Located in Castaic. You can look at their website and see their gallery and everything else and the kind of the work they've done. Surfacesusa.com/Castaic.
Yes.
Located on the old road in Castaic, 30629. All that information on their website as well. Phone number is 775-9404. And you got an awesome showroom.
We do. We have a beautiful showroom. We're the only slab yard in the Santa Clarita Valley. So we're all about trying to keep the business local. Come by and see us. We have an amazing showroom. We don't look like much from the outside. We used to be an old automotive repair shop, but we have a gorgeous showroom and gorgeous display inside.
You'll be more than wowed when you go inside.
Absolutely.
And the good thing, too, is that it's all, all the accountability to you. So no subcontracting.
No third parties. If there's ever a question, it comes right back to us. I'm very hands-on with all my projects, so everything is accounted for. There's no questions of who's doing what. We are a one-stop shop. If we don't physically have it, we will bring on a team member who does.
And that's outstanding, because what's important is making sure that, the project is, if you're going to hire someone to do it, that it gets done in a timely fashion, and of course that you have someone
Absolutely.
and also you can fix other people's problems too,
Yes.
right? Including, let's say, if I was all thumbs and tried to get my own job done and I really messed up.
we
guys
can come in
know
and we'll take it out and put it back in the right way for you.
Outstanding. Jen will be at the KHTS Santa Clarita Home and Garden Show along with the Surfaces USA booth. You could probably see some samples and things
Yes,
like that.
we'll bring
at
some
various-
samples out, some photos out. We are so excited. We are looking forward to this event again.
Outstanding. That is located at the Hyatt Regency Valencia, April 25th and 26th. Mark your calendars. More information at our award-winning website, hometownstation.com. Always a pleasure, Jen.
Thank
Good luck
you.
with and continued success, and we'll see you at the Home and Garden Show.
Thank you. See you then.